Hey everyone, welcome. If you are joining me live, I'm just going to wait for 5 minutes and we are going to get started at the top of the hour. I'm going to give you guys some time to get in here. Welcome. When you are joining live, please let me know where you're from, what you do, and let me know in the chat box. So I am from New York City, and where it's currently freezing. It's completely frigid today. I haven't been outside in 2 days and I'm super excited. So let me know in the comments who you are, where you're joining from, and what you do. Super excited to get started, you guys. I am stoked about today's presentation. I am about to blow your mind with the information that I do have to give to you, and this is going to be an amazing training. It's going to go for about an hour, 60 minutes, and it's going to be really great. So really excited. Let me know in the chat. So I can see your names. It's just I can't see where you guys are joining me in from. We are going to be starting at the top of the hour, so we have about 4 minutes or so. This is an opportunity for you guys to start asking me any kind of questions that you do have. Hey, Jessica from Orlando's customer service supervisor currently. So I am totally jealous that you are in a much warmer situation than I am, and customer service, awesome. So I do have some experience with recruiting customer service reps from my first job at ADP, so I'm very well aware of customer service, and I believe that we have chatted before in the past. Again, guys, let me know in the comments. I'm going to do a little poll with you to kind of gauge where you guys are at with your job search so that I can give you the very best information. So I want to know from you, how long have you been job searching? So are you just starting out? Has it been a couple of months? Has it been 3 months to 6 months? Or has it been close to past a year? I'm sorry, half a year, or it could be past a year. So 6 months plus. So I kind of want to gauge where you guys are at. So just starting out 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, or 6 months plus. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 6 months plus, 3 to 6 months. Wow, guys, okay. Are any of you just starting out in the beginning stages? Okay, so 67% of you guys are past the 6 month mark, which I know how frustrating and grueling that could be. We're going to change all of that today. We have just 2 more minutes before we get started at the top of the hour. Okay, I see some of you 1 to 3 months. No one's just starting out, so that's quite all right. My forte is definitely helping those that have been stuck and struggling for quite some time. All right, let's end this poll. I also have another question for you as well. Again, if you are just joining live, please let me know in the comments where you guys are from, what you do for a living. Yes. So we went through a training and it was helpful. I actually saw your profile and it looked really good. So good job on taking notes. Okay, one more question before we get started. So let's end this poll. And I'm going to ask you guys where you are in your career. Are you just starting out? Are you kind of mid-level, or are you late in your career? So where are you in your career? So entry level, I would say 0 to 2-3 years, mid-level 3 to 5 years, late career past that 5-year mark. Okay, mid-level. Any of you guys just starting out, brand new entry level? Any of you have been in the game kind of like a little bit longer than 6 years or 5 years? Some are entry level, awesome. Okay, the information I'm going to share with you today is going to help you regardless of what level you are at. So that's awesome. So most of you are mid-level, you've been in it for a little while, now you're kind of stuck looking for something new. Some of you are entry level as well, which is awesome. So let's see, let's take a look at the time. We're just at the top of the hour, which means we are about to get started. Hi, Shamara. I don't want to butcher your name. Let me know how to say it if I'm not saying it correctly. Welcome, guys. Okay, so this is a training that you signed up for to help you with your job search. My name is Irina Bechara, and the official title of this training is How to Land Multiple Job Offers Quickly. Okay, so this is my forte. This is what I am here to help you guys do. So welcome everyone that is joining. I do see some familiar names and some names that I'm not familiar with, but we will get familiar as we go through this training. Feel free to drop any questions as I go through everything because I want it to be clear. I want this to make sense to you and I want it to be useful to you guys, all right? So let's get started. Here is my promise to you. I know there's a lot of distractions, whether you're on your phone or on your computer, but the stuff that I'm about to share with you guys today is life-changing, right? If you are able to obtain a job in a company that you love, all of that is going to completely change your life around, okay? And the information in this training is exactly designed to help you do that, okay? So turn off all distractions, get rid of anyone that could possibly distract you. Tell your peeps that you are fully committed to a training online with Irina and close out of any kind of things you have running in the background. I know how distracting everything could be. Facebook alerts, all that good stuff. Turn off your phone, flip it sideways, upside down, I mean. Turn it over and give yourself this hour. You deserve this hour to spend this hour with me teaching you the techniques that are proven to help you get multiple job offers quickly. All right, so that is my promise to you. You will be inspired. You will be ready to dive in and take action. That is my promise to you guys, as long as you stay focused and turn your attention to this, okay? So I want to make sure that you are in the right place today. Okay, so let me ask you these questions to make sure I don't want to waste an hour of your time if you are not in the right place. So the first thing I want to see, if you are in the right place, if you don't have a solid job search strategy, you're just kind of winging it, right? You're kind of going through the motions, not really knowing a strategic way to job search, hoping that something will eventually stick, right? If you apply to enough jobs, someone will call you back. If you go to enough interviews, you will eventually get an offer. There is no strategy in place. You don't have a follow-up technique. You don't have scripts written down that are effective. Like, you don't have any of that in place. You're just kind of winging it, which is what most people do. And if that is you, give me a yes in the comments. Okay, you are also in the right place if you've been on several interviews, but you're falling short of being that final candidate and accepting that final offer. Okay, so if this is you, let me know in the comments. Give me a yes if this is you. Also, if you don't mind putting in the hard work, and this one is really important to me, so please take a look at the screen and let me know if this is you. You do not mind putting in the hard work to get to your next job. You just want to be shown the right path and strategy in order to get there, so we can avoid the overwhelm and the frustration that typically comes with the job search. I see Aaron says yes, Tracy says yes, Nita says yes, yes. Okay, awesome. I'm also going to tell you about the Get Hired Master Plan, which is a program that I have put my blood, sweat, and tears into to help job seekers just like you in their job search. Again, without all the overwhelm and frustration, with a clear path from where you are today to that final offer, that destination. That is what I'm here to help you do with this program. But I'm going to tell you about all of that and all the bonuses that come with the program at the very end, so make sure you stay to the very end. First, I want to introduce myself to you because you probably clicked on a Facebook ad and now you're like, who the heck is this girl screaming at me? So real quick, if you're not familiar with my work yet, my name is Irina Pachura and I was a corporate recruiter for over 10 years. And after personally screening, interviewing, and hiring thousands of candidates for Fortune 500 companies like ADP, Automatic Data Processing for short, Goldman Sachs, Viacom, and some smaller startups like Investopedia and The Daily Beast, I learned what made a candidate successful, what impressed hiring managers, and what mistakes were immediate deal breakers, but what made hiring managers say, heck to the no, we are not hiring this person. And these things are really minute little details, but they can make a huge, huge difference in the hiring process. And that is what we are going to talk about here today. Okay, really quick, again, as a recruiter, I was only able to select one candidate for each respective position. However, candidates, as we worked together through the hiring process, there were final candidates, and so many of them used to reach out to me asking me, hey, Irina, I know I didn't get that position, but can you give me some tips, some tricks, some advice, like so I can go on with my job search more successfully? What did I do wrong here, right? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to give that candid advice to those candidates, although I really itched for it. I really knew that I had the information to give to them, right? So it made me heartsick knowing that I did have this information to provide to them. I could have just told them like, hey, had you done this one thing, it would have made the difference between you getting the offer and not getting the offer. But I simply couldn't. There wasn't enough time in the day, and companies do not allow for that kind of candid feedback. Usually the feedback that you get, like we went with another candidate because they had more experience or more experience in line with what we were looking for. That's the kind of feedback that you get. That's all that really technically is allowed. So that's kind of where I made the switch, and I moved over to career coaching solely online for the past 2 years and successfully helped my students receive offers from amazing companies like LinkedIn, Salesforce, Google, Morgan Stanley, Pinterest, and others. And my job search advice has been featured in these amazing publications: Forbes, JobScan, The Muse, and Girlboss. Okay, some facts. I'm going to take a sip of water. I know we're going a little bit fast. Okay, so you'll find that I go against the grain with a lot of information that you will find on popular websites, articles, career coaches, and resume writers. And the reason for that is the information that I'm going to be sharing with you is not something that I just read about, I'm regurgitating to you, or just got certified in. It's not that kind of information. This is the information that I lived and breathed for 10 plus years in corporate recruiting, and now as a career coach for 2 years, successfully coaching clients one-on-one and through my courses. Okay, so let's go through some truths. Truth number one, only 25% of resumes are viewed by a live human being. Truth number two, 95% of LinkedIn profiles aren't fully optimized. However, LinkedIn is the best way to find your next position. And this isn't a stat that I found somewhere. It's by working one-on-one with clients and them giving me their LinkedIn profile. 95% of the time, they are not fully optimized. It's probably even a little higher because I hardly ever see optimized profiles nowadays. Okay, truth number three, most cover letters are generic, boring, and don't stand out, meaning they do nothing to get you guys an interview. The good news is that all of this is solvable once you have the right information. So let's get into the hiring secrets. Okay, so hiring secret number one, your resume needs to be perfect because you only get one first impression with employers, okay? Only one impression. That's why it's called only one first impression, okay? And I'm going to get a little technical here, but bear with me. And you guys let me know if this is not making sense. It should make sense to you because most people at this point know what an ATS is. Some of you may or may not know, but I'll try to explain it in as simple terms as possible. Okay, so the number one, your only goal with your resume, your number one goal, there's a few goals, but your first number one goal of your resume is to get past the applicant tracking systems, which are featured here to the right. These are the most popular ATS systems. So the goal of your resume is to get past these systems that I have here on the right so that it actually gets seen, read, and does not end up in an internet black hole. So what is an ATS? An ATS is the type of software application that handles the recruitment process by sorting through thousands of resumes that come in to determine which ones are the best fit for the positions for which they are submitted to. Okay, and recruiters spend just a few seconds scanning your resume before they make a decision whether you go in the yes pile or the no pile. So we want to end up in more of the yes piles. That is what I am here to help you guys do. So in order to end up in the yes pile, there is zero room for error in your resume. Like there's no room for error, like none, okay? So it needs to be ATS friendly, as I already mentioned, but it also needs to be something that I like to call recruiter friendly. So your resume must be easy to scan, stand out, and highlight your top accomplishments in a clear, concise, and compelling way. So it's easier said than done, but I will teach you guys how to do that as well. And you are the best person to write your own resume because there is no one in this world that knows your job experience better than you. No resume writer, no career coach, no one. And you're the one that's going to have to present this experience in an interview, okay? So it must be written in your tone, your voice, and your style. So let's go back to the ATS for a second. Most job seekers, if they have heard of what the applicant tracking system is, all they think they have to do is kind of like match and mirror some keywords, sprinkle them in, and they get through the ATS. Not true. So the ATS can actually eliminate you on all of these other things: skills, keywords, job title, education match, section headings, how you label your headings, file type, whether you send a Word document or a PDF, date formatting, super important, the word count, so it's not overly long, measurable results, have you included enough measurable results, right? Job match, title, tonality, are you including a lot of buzzwords, cliches? I see a lot of this is major mistake to include any of that. Speaking about yourself in a subjective type of way. Page size, styling, okay? So all of these things really contribute whether or not you get through applicant tracking systems. And if I'm overwhelming you, that's okay, but it's easier said than it looks. Another thing that you want to do is avoid complicated templates, heavy graphics, or overemphasizing features or too many fonts. You want to focus on measurable results instead of only your responsibilities. This is where most people trip up and go wrong. So on the left here is a responsibility only bullet line sentence. Responsible for sourcing and recruiting for open positions. On the right here is what I would like for your resume to have more of. Both saying the same thing, by the way. Build a strong candidate pipeline through LinkedIn in order to maximize recruiting efforts, decreasing average hiring time from 3 months to 30 days. Can you guys see the difference between the two? Which one is better, the one on the left or the right? Let me know in the comments if you think the one on the left or the right is going to get you the response in that phone call. Let me know in the comments which one, left or right. Let me know. All right, again, the ATS can eliminate you based on all of these other things. And that is what I'm going to help you get through, is the ATS. Remember, that's number one goal of our resume. So here is Ralph. Ralph is a former student of my course, and here's what he had to say. Thanks so much for your help. I just want to let you know that since we made the changes in LinkedIn and my resume, I have 4 interviews and 2 offers. Thank you. My wife wants to do the same, obviously. And I actually not only helped his wife, but he referred 10 students since he enrolled into the course, and I've helped every single one of them get jobs, okay? So what I do actually helps people. It's not just some fluff. Again, it's actual stuff that you can apply and get results with. So that's Ralph's story. Let's move on to secret number 2. Nika says right, Tracy says right, huge difference. Yes. Okay, so hiring secret number 2, 95% of LinkedIn profiles aren't fully optimized. I already mentioned that, which means you are missing out on job opportunities every single day. 87% of recruiters use LinkedIn Recruiter to find candidates for their open positions. And 94% of recruiters use LinkedIn to vet you before they make a decision to call you in for an interview. So how it goes is they get your resume, they like what they see, they check you out on LinkedIn, okay? Then they make the decision, okay, this person looks like they could be a good fit for the company or not. Okay, so your profile must be fully optimized in order for recruiters to find you in their search results. If your profile is not fully optimized, you're never going to receive those interviews. They are also never going to reach out to you with job opportunities. So this, I figured, would be a really good way to show you once and for all what LinkedIn recruiter looks like with the back end, where the searching capabilities that recruiters have. So they are able to search for you. If you take a look at the screen, by job title, location, skills. This is where your skills become important, your education, companies, and so on and so forth. There's so many other variables that they can actually pinpoint. And companies pay so much money for the ability for recruiters to do this, because they can literally nail down to a T exactly who they're looking for and reach out to that person. They don't have to be connected to that person. So as you see, the goal here is to be on top here, right? If you're on page 25, no one's ever going to reach out to you guys. The goal is to be on page 1, page 2, maybe page 3, and you want to be here at the top, like Kenneth, Ellen, Aubrey at the very top. Then recruiters are going to start reaching out to you guys. Okay, so your profile views. If you've gone to your profile recently, here's a snapshot of my profile, and your profile views must be in the triple digits. So these right here, your profile views should be in the triple digits. I myself, I'm not an active job seeker, and as you see, I have 560 views of my profile, and I've appeared in 130 search results by recruiters searching for me right here on LinkedIn Recruiter, okay? So if you don't have eyeballs on your profile as a job seeker, if you're nowhere near these benchmark numbers, you're in trouble, because I'm not an active job seeker, and I'm getting this just because my profile has been fully optimized. I'm not even looking for opportunities. I'm completely happy coaching clients. Okay, so I receive multiple job offers directly into my inbox several times a week, you guys. Here they are. Okay, Irina, we're interested in opportunities. When can we do a phone call? Just as simple as optimizing your profile. Okay, so we fully optimized Alicia. She's a former Get Hired student. We fully optimized her profile to be...
And it also taught me how to use LinkedIn, which I didn't realize how much I was failing at optimizing that site and utilizing that site for potential job searches and connections and networking. So that was really the best module for me, and that module really blew my mind with things that I'd never even known before. Just from going through module 3 and learning how to use LinkedIn, for example, now I'm getting emails with jobs that match my skill set.
Okay, you guys, so we optimized her entire profile, and she started getting messages every single day with open opportunities. Recruiters reaching out to you with opportunities is exactly what you want to do as a job seeker. It really helps you stand out in the job search, because being a passive candidate is so much better than an active candidate. Once a recruiter reaches out to you and you're considered a passive candidate, you have so much more leverage when you're negotiating salary. You have a lot more leeway in the entire hiring process, because they reached out to you. You're more desired, I should speak, okay? Think of it as like in dating, right? When someone reaches out to you, you hold all of the cards, okay? If you're reaching out to that person a lot, right? You're applying to that person a lot, and you're actively seeking that person, you're not perceived as high as you would if you leaned back and you ended up getting all of those job opportunities. All right, so I like to make the analogy of job searching and dating, because there's a lot of correlation. All right, let's get into hiring secret number 3. A great cover letter can increase the chances of getting an interview. However, a bad one, or not sending one at all, okay, a lot of people don't do this, can hurt your chances of getting that same interview. Let me read this one more time, super important. A great cover letter can increase the chances of getting an interview. However, a bad one, or not sending one at all, can hurt your chances of getting that same interview. All right, so how do you craft an interview-worthy cover letter? Okay, so inside of the Get Hired Master Plan, I teach you step by step, paragraph by paragraph, the psychology behind what each paragraph needs to include. I give you a template to work off of, but I actually tell you the psychology behind it. It's plug and play, but there is a rhyme and reason for why we do every single line in the cover letter. There is a simple psychological explanation as to why we do this, right? So in the first paragraph, you want to have a nice, solid introduction, right? Not just dear whoever you're writing to, or to whom it may concern. That is the worst like death of a cover letter. To whom it may concern. That is the worst thing that you could be writing at the top of your cover letters. So you want to introduce yourself with a solid introduction, and also introduce your skills and abilities through storytelling. Okay, you don't want to be subjective here and tell the person how great you are, how competent you are. You don't want to do that. You want to tell them through storytelling, which is what I help you do. In the second paragraph, you want to build emotional connection to your reader, right? So we're emotional creatures as human beings. You want to build a connection to your reader through emotions, right? And in the third paragraph, we want to end with a confident close and a personal touch conclusion. What I mean by that is you are going to use a sales technique and let them know when you're available, how they can reach you, and also that personal touch conclusion is what's going to make the difference between them picking up the phone call and saying, all right, I know that you're the person, okay? I've got to get on the phone with you. That is what can make the difference between getting that call and not. Okay, hiring secret number 4. Let me know, guys, if this is making sense to you. Hiring secret number 4. The quickest way to find your next job opportunity is to network with people inside of your dream companies. Through effective networking, I myself was able to find positions at these top companies in just 30 days, in under a month. Every single position that I've ever obtained was under 30 days. So ADP, again, Goldman Sachs, Investopedia, The Daily Beast, Viacom, these Fortune 500 companies and these amazing startup companies were all as a result of effective networking. I never sat on job boards. That is the worst job searching technique ever, because it's going to take you guys a long time, and job searching does not have to take a long time. So this is the long, hard, and painful way. Let me know in the comments if this is what you're using right now. Indeed, Career Builder, ZipRecruiter, this is the long, painful way. Apply, spray, and pray, cross fingers that someone will magically one day see your resume and call you. It could happen, but the chances are very, very low, okay? Very low, okay? So how many of you are using these techniques right here? Indeed, Career Builder, ZipRecruiter, there are so many others. So whatever your choice of poison here is, it doesn't matter. This is the long and painful way. Okay, so you could do that. It will take you guys forever though. So you can still use job boards to learn about open positions, absolutely. However, connecting directly to the decision makers at the companies where you want to work is the quickest way to get your next job offer. Doesn't matter if you're entry level, mid-level, senior level, whoever you are, this is the quickest way to get results. Okay, so if you are solely relying on job boards, right now you're competing against current employees because they move within the organization. So that's going to be the first person that's up for the running for that position. Internal referrals from current employees, someone that knows someone in the company, and then hundreds, sometimes thousands of other external candidates just like you. So that is a major pool of people, right? The percentages are really low. So that is what you're competing against with job boards. When you make connections with people inside of your dream companies, employees can refer you to open positions. Okay, you can learn about jobs that never get posted, which is 85% of the hidden job market that you have probably heard about. This is how you learn about those positions, and you get more interviews and offers quickly. You build rapport, connections with people quickly online, and you have the ability to do that through something that I love called LinkedIn. And I love to call LinkedIn a networking event that's open 24/7. You could be in your PJs, you could be dressed up like me to the nines, does not matter. You could be sitting behind that screen and you can network with the decision makers in the companies where you want to work. That is the quickest and fastest way. And some of you may be thinking right now, okay, I get it. Networking is the route that I should be going. I've tried it. It does not work. Or maybe networking makes you cringe, or maybe you're just super introverted and have no idea what to say. So let's talk about that. Networking rule of thumb. Read the screen with me. If the person has to think about how they need to help you, they simply won't. Okay, so think about the networking messages that maybe you've sent out in the past, or that you're going to send out now that you've done this training with me. If the person has to think about how they need to help you, they simply will not. They will go about their day. They're very busy in their day-to-day jobs. They're not sitting thinking, I got a message from this person. What position would they be a good fit for? How could I help this person? What do they want from me? Okay. So here are some life examples from messages that I received as a corporate recruiter. This is not to call anyone out. This is simply to show you guys what ineffective, I should say, networking messages look like. Okay, so hey, I've been interested in some opportunities you posted, so I thought I'd connect. I was wondering if you're hiring at any positions at Investopedia. I would definitely be interested in some sort of client support role. Please let me know if anything is available. Thanks. I'm currently looking for positions that are either in Jersey or Manhattan that are not in sales. Okay, that's a pretty big selection there you have, my friends. Do you think that you have anything for me that would be a good match? Yes, I'm sitting around thinking what would be a good match for you. Okay, so if you're doing this right now, this is ineffective messaging, totally vague, does not tell the person how they can help you, right? None of these tell me how I can help you, right? I have to think about it, right? Like, what would be a good fit for you? What kind of client support role? What is a position that it's not in sales that I can actually refer you to? No, big fat no. Your networking messages should always be detailed, concise, and to the point. 3 things: detailed, concise, and to the point. So here is Karen. Karen is a former Get Higher student who I absolutely adored. So she used to work at Saks Fifth Avenue in retail, which is a very tough industry to work in, but she was kick-ass at what she did. But she had no idea. What she wanted to do is transition from what she was doing into a corporate solid job where she's not grinding away for commissions every single month, not hustling on the phone. She wanted to be in a more corporate setting. So again, she actually said that she was stuck working in a black hole she used to call retail, and she wasn't sure how to transfer her skills. She enrolled in the Get Hired Master Plan, the program I'm about to introduce to you guys, and she received an offer for a leading luxury fine tech company, and that is a picture of Karen in her beautiful office in New York City, looking very fabulous and chic, and just 1 month is all that it took to get this result. So I want to know from you guys, how do you feel about your job search today? If you're like any of my former students, and I know how you must be feeling, do you feel like you're in control, or do you feel like it has a control over you? Do you feel overwhelmed, frustrated, confused, like pulling your hair out, ready to give up, but you can't because you need a new job? How are you feeling about your job search today? So are you feeling, again, stuck, confused, overwhelmed, stressed out? This is a lot what I hear from job seekers in the modern day job search because they don't have a strategy. So something important that I want you guys to know from my years of recruiting and also as a career coach helping clients one-on-one and again through my courses is that people that find the best jobs aren't necessarily the ones that are the smartest or best qualified. They're the ones that know how to job hunt the best, okay? So it is decision time, you guys. So decision number 1, you can skip the Get Hired Master Plan and likely be in the same place this time in the next few months, still looking for your job, gathering all that free information all over the internet, looking for that job, applying on these job boards, tweaking your resume, tweaking your LinkedIn, hiring a person to do one thing, hiring somebody else to do another thing, or you could do decision number 2 and 100% commit to finding your new job and accept an offer at your dream company. Which is why I want to invite you to the Get Hired Master Plan, the step-by-step job search strategy course that will help you go from feeling like a desperate job seeker to a confident employee. So here is what you're going to master and finally learn in the job search process. So no more wasting time on the things that don't work. No more trying to figure it out all on your own. You're going to have me by your side helping you as your coach, your mentor, as your motivator and inspiration. And you're going to stop wasting time on resume writers, LinkedIn gurus, resume templates, builders, career coaches that charge $1,000 for a resume alone. Those good resume writers, that's what they charge, is $1,000 for their resume alone. So let me tell you what's inside of the Get Hired Master Plan. It is a strategy that is built out through 6 different modules, and it's a signature 6-step process that I have completely nailed to get you from where you are today to that final destination, which is your offer at your dream company. Okay, so each module builds on another. I'm going to quickly go through these modules. I don't want to bore you, but I quickly want to tell you what is inside of each module, but it is a holistic job search strategy course. Okay, so inside of module number 1 is mastering your job search mindset. So mindset plus strategy will get you the quickest results. Mindset is about 80% of the entire job search process. So through this module, we're going to boost your confidence and kick any kind of negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, or feelings through effective self-coaching tools. And I'm going to give you guys the techniques that you can start implementing into your daily routine that can quickly turn around your entire job search. In module number 2, you're going to get crystal clear on what the next steps of your career look like, so you can stop applying to every job that's out there and put together a list of target companies that match your skills, interests, and impact, and learn how to properly figure out what the next target salary is based on research. Okay, module number 3 is going to be a full revamp of your job marketing materials, your resume, your cover letter, and your LinkedIn profile, access to an ATS scanner. So every time you're going to send off your resume, you're going to scan it through an ATS scanner, make sure that you are at 80% or above, and then you're going to send your resume. So you're making sure that your resume is getting through the ATS every single time. You're not just guessing, and a comprehensive walkthrough on all of LinkedIn's best kept secrets and tools to maximize your interviews. In module number 4, you're going to learn how to network like a pro. Exactly what I spoke about. So best online and offline scripts and conversation starters, 8 effective strategies, tips, and how to handle difficult to answer questions, behavioral questions, explain any gaps that you may have in your resume, questions that you need to be asking employers to make sure they're a good fit for you as well. And also, this is where a lot of job seekers, they nail their interview and bomb this part, okay? A strategic follow-up system that will make you a serious contender for every job. So the exact thank you letter that you should be sending to whom and when in a follow-up system, okay? And finally, module number 6, negotiate your worth, because you are worth it. You are definitely worth the money that you deserve, okay? So you're going to learn how to negotiate your salary, which includes scripts and templates of what to say, when to say it, and make sure that you always are positioning yourself in a powerful way. And just as a side note, average salary increase is 10 to 15% on average from your last position. My students thankfully receive 20 to 25% of an increase. So that literally increases your ROI that you will spend on this course tremendously, okay? So if you do the math on 60K, the average increase would be about 6,000 to 9,000. If you are properly prepared with the right scripts, you know how to offer, accept an offer properly, and to negotiate that offer, you would receive an increase of 12 to 15K on a 60K salary, okay? So let's hear Katie's story. Katie actually came to me after a year of unsuccessfully job searching. She told me she was addicted to Indeed job alerts and she was super, super down and out about her job search. Like she used the word depressed. So after going through the Get Hired Master Plan, she received an offer from her dream company and a 25,000 salary bump from her last position. So let's hear her story. Did you end up finding your dream job?
I actually did. So after all of this, I had a couple informational interviews and I was contacted by a company that was on my target list. And they said, we want to offer you a position. And we already discussed salary and it's going to be higher than I'm already making. So that's excellent. So it's really going to be actually my dream job.
Yay for salary increase and yay for dream job. That is what I want for you guys. And just so you know, none of these testimonials are anyone special. They just learned the techniques that I teach. They implemented them and they got the results, okay? So everything is already waiting for you. You're going to get inside of the Get Hired Master Plan 6 implementation video modules. So the videos aren't fluff theory like what you should be doing. They're implementation modules that have workbooks and you're going to check off and do everything that I tell you to do. You're going to be able to go at your own pace because this is a self-paced course. You get all of the modules up front and you also get lifetime access, which is the best part of this whole thing. So every job today is temporary. Jobs that you were in for 10 years plus are really hard to come by nowadays. If you happen to find one, it is really rare nowadays to have a job that lasts a very long time, right? So jobs are temporary. If you happen to find yourself in the job search again a year or two from now, I'm going to keep this course super updated with the latest and greatest information. I'm going to be going in there and constantly updating any kind of like tweaks or changes. For example, if anything happens with LinkedIn that's going to, make a difference in your job search, I'm going to go in there and tweak that module. But right now you're getting the latest and greatest and you can use this again in your job search a year, 2, 3 down the line as well. You also, as I mentioned already, are getting workbooks, supporting workbooks for every single module. So you're going to print those out or you can use them on your computer and save them. And here are the bonuses that I mentioned, and these bonuses will only be available to those of you that sign up before I jump off this live call here after the Q&A. So bonus number 1, you're going to get the perfect applicant tracking system ATS-friendly resume template. You're going to transfer your existing resume template over to this one, okay? Then follow the steps of module number 3 and you are done, okay? So that is fast action bonus number 1. Fast action bonus number 2 is a compelling cover letter template, okay, that will consistently get you more calls for interviews and more offers, okay? So again, I'm going to go line by line in module number 3 of what needs to be in this cover letter template, but I'm giving you the cover letter template. This is the same template that Ralph used, that every single one of these success stories that you've heard throughout this training so far, this is the same exact cover letter template. As you can see, this one goes out to Goldman Sachs and they love it. Like the recruiters read it, love it, they pick up the phone and they call. So again, how do you craft an interview-worthy cover letter? I'm giving it to you. There's no thought behind it except by going through each line. If you can follow instructions, you can do this. Fast action bonus number 3, you're going to get access to me and a private members group where we are going to do weekly implementation calls. I'm going to answer your specific questions about anything within the course or anything specific that you encounter in your job search, right? So anything can happen, right? There's certain situations that could come up. You want to ask me about your resume, you want to actually post the resume in there, you can go ahead and do that. So I am all yours as a coach until you get that offer. And even again, if you go through the job search a year or 2 from now, you jump into this Facebook group, you are able to ask me questions, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But on top of that, you get weekly implementation calls with me where you can go one-on-one, ask me your specific question, and get it answered live on that call. I also, as you see, I don't know if you can see it, but I do invite guests on there, experts, to help you along, give you a new perspective on how to do things, how to master. We had I forget her name, but we had an expert in there. She was a former recruiter, and she told us how to discover your strength through storytelling, which is really, really interesting. So that's already in there, but I will be inviting a lot of top experts to give you another perspective, and I will be going in there live one-on-one as your coach and mentor. All right, so if you are ready to enroll, I'm going to post the offer for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you can see it, if you are ready to join. What you're going to do is the link is going to take you, the button, whether it's on the bottom or on the right, depending on whether you're on your phone or computer, that's going to take you to a sales page that's going to explain everything that I already went through here. And this is what your investment is today to get started. So the course is pay in full for $497. Or you could do 12 weekly payments of $50. That is a more flexible option. It's 12 weekly payments of $50, or you could save $100, pay in full, and that is $497. Okay. So once you click the enrollment button, that's going to take you to this page right here. It's going to take you a few minutes to fill out all of your information, and you will get access to the course immediately. You're going to get an email sent with your login details to the members dashboard, and you get access to that immediately after filling out this form. And I also have an amazing guarantee. I don't feel as though I should keep your money if you don't feel like the work inside of this course actually is helping you, okay? So the guarantee is this. If you do the work, you show me your modules, the workbooks from modules 1, 2, 3, you send those over to me in 30 days. If you are telling me that the stuff that I am teaching you inside of this course is not helping you in any way, shape, or form, I will gladly give you guys a refund. That is how secure I am and confident I am that this stuff works. Okay, so I do have 2 additional bonuses. If you join by tonight, I'm going to give you copy and paste scripts for all phases of your job search. So the exact wording for informational interviews, the exact wording for effective networking messages, copy, paste, and send it off to your peeps on LinkedIn. Post-interview thank you letters. Some of you probably didn't even know you should be following up post-phone interview. There is a special thank you letter for that. And copy and paste in-person thank you letters. So the thank you letter you should be sending after your interview has wrapped up, to who and how to customize it. And there's going to be copy and paste scripts for every single phase of your job search. So that is only available if you join by tonight. I do not sell those separately, sorry, no. And pay in full. So personal, if you pay in full, this is the pay in full bonus. I will give you a personalized job marketing audit, okay, of your materials. So what you're going to do is go through the modules. Module number 3 is going to be revamping your resume, cover letter, and LinkedIn. Once you have completed those, if you pay in full today, what you're going to do is then send me those, and I'm going to do an audit, a personalized audit. You're going to get a second set of eyes, and I'm going to help you in every way that I know how to get those the very best they possibly can, so they're super polished and ready to be sent off to recruiter, ATS friendly. Your LinkedIn is going to be optimized, and you're going to have an amazing, compelling cover letter that's going to get you interviews. So that is available only if you do the pay in full bonus. And here's Tanya. Tanya is one of, again, I say this, my favorite students, but I love all of my students because the people that join this course are really, really top-notch people. Okay, so Tanya graduated college and she wasn't sure what she wanted to do. I know you guys mentioned there was an entry-level person in here. She needed to get really clear on what her strengths were, and what she can offer to companies, okay? So she came to me and she went through the course and spent 2 months going through this course and doing the work, implementing the strategies, and she received 6 interviews and 2 job offers in just 2 months and happily accepted an offer. As an HR coordinator, I know that has a little bit to do with me because I was in recruiting and we spoke about that a lot. And she negotiated an amazing salary. You guys, $65,000 for an entry-level position is a lot more than most entry-level positions start at 40,000, sometimes 35K. All right, so here are the countless messages that I get on a weekly basis from former students letting me know that they have received an offer. I get super stoked and excited about the students that enroll in this program, go through the process, go through the program, implement the strategies that I teach, and get results. So let me know what questions you guys have. Davika says, I resigned my job as a QA analyst in 2014 due to a family situation. I'm trying to get back in the job market. What do you think I need to do? I think you need to get into this course, go through the modules, and market yourself as a QA analyst, or depending on what you want to do. So module number 2 is going to help you uncover what you want to do in the next step. Module number 3 is going to build on that and help you put together the job marketing materials for the next step. So I highly recommend that you enroll in the program, go through it, use me as your coach and mentor, and get to that final destination. Lindsay says, do I sell this separately? No, because the reason I don't sell any one of these things separately is because each one of them is inclusive of the next thing, right? So if I sold you the script separately, you're not going to understand who to send it to, right? You're going to have the next question. Or for example, if you just get your resume done by like a resume writer, you're not going to have the LinkedIn, right? You're not going to know how to tweak your cover letter for every position. You're not going to know how to tweak your resume, right? So I can't sell individual things, separately. This all is a comprehensive program. Another question that I do get is, how does an online program work? So once you enroll in the program, you get access to it right away. Okay, it's automatic, it's automated, and you join. Whether you join in the payment plan or the pay in full, you still get access to everything right away, and you get access to that Facebook group, and you can get access again to me, which is worth thousands of dollars as a career coach for me to give you my one-on-one attention. That's worth in the thousands. I'm giving that to you at a fraction of the cost. So Jessica says, I feel like Karen's situation, I have a lot of skills that can transfer to other careers, but I'm not sure how to market myself. So module number 2 is going to help you do that. You're going to get clear. You're going to do a strength assessment and get clear on what you bring into those companies. That is why it's super important to go through the entire program. Thoughts on LinkedIn Premium for job hunters? Yeah, so it's not necessary. If you go through this program, it's not necessary for you to have a premium account and waste those $30. I'm going to show you how to expand your network and bypass having to pay for the premium version. It's definitely not necessary. In module number 3, I'm going to teach you the tools and techniques to bypass any of that, so you do not need a premium account to do that. Erin, will you have this offer up again? I can't drop $500 without talking to my husband. Business trip, you're going to get 7 days, but you will not have access to the bonuses. So yes. So the answer is yes. It's going to be available for the next 7 days. If you take a look, there's a countdown. It will be available for the next 7 days. However, Erin, you can join in on the payment plan, $50. I'm sure your husband will not hate you or kill you for joining for $50 a week. To find your next job opportunity to get that ROI back. What other questions do you guys have? Before I sign off, I am seeing some people enrolling. I have my phone out here. Super excited. Welcome to the course. Welcome. I am seeing some sales fly through. I'm super excited. Meredith, welcome into the course. Katie, welcome. Justin, welcome. Love it. As soon as you guys enroll today, join request access into that Facebook group, we'll be able to start helping you right away. I'm going to keep you accountable for doing this course and completing this course in there, and I will be announcing when I will be going live. What other questions do you guys have? Does it look bad if there's gaps or a certain length of time from my last role? So it depends. Yeah. So a lot of people have this question. If I have gaps in my resume, does it look bad? Okay. So in module number 4, where we talk about positioning yourself and interviewing, it depends on how you position yourself. You can definitely position yourself and have that hold you back, or you can actually use it in the way that I teach you how to use it in interviewing and position yourself as that being actually an advantage to you, that you do have the gaps in your resume. It's just a matter of how you position yourself and how you explain it. So you can explain it in a way that makes you come from a place of weakness, or you can explain it where it comes from a place of power. It just depends, okay? And that goes for gaps in resume, any time you took off to be a mother. I've had students take a year off just to job search, okay? It's a matter of positioning yourself as coming from a place of power rather than that being your downfall. What do you miss out on the payment plan? Again, yes. So if you're not enrolling, okay, so if you join by tonight, you're going to get these scripts for all of your job search, all phases of your job search. If you join by tonight, you're going to get all these scripts inside. And if you pay in full, you do get a full personalized job marketing audit from me. So this will be available if you join by tonight with the payment plan. And you're going to get everything else too, all the bonuses. So the resume template, the cover letter template, the Facebook group with the implementation calls as me as your one-on-one coach. And you're going to get those scripts if you join by tonight. Let me know if you guys have any questions. This was an awesome training. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. I hope that this was informative, that you could take this into your job search and start implementing this stuff. This stuff does work. I've seen countless students go through this. Implement the work. You do have to do the work, but implement the work and get from where they are today in a short amount of time. Find amazing opportunities, and I get super excited when I hear I have 2 offers. It's been, one interview here, 1 phone call there, and now I have 6 interviews and 2 offers. Now I get to negotiate those offers. I'm empowered to negotiate. I know exactly how to negotiate. I've practiced the negotiation tips and skills that you've taught me in module number 6. Gaps on LinkedIn. So we talk about that in module number 3. I talk about every common question that you guys are asking me, gaps on LinkedIn, how to address all of that. Everything is addressed inside of this course. You're welcome, Lindsay. All right, guys, I'm about to pop off here. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for giving me the past hour. Thank you. Love my energy. I wish I could see you guys. I love you. I wish you the very best in this job search. If you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime if you have any specific questions about the program, and I look forward to seeing you inside of the program. Congratulations to everyone that just joined. I love you guys. Bye for now.